To what do you owe the win success that you've had in recent days and years, Kevin?
Yeah. So I think when you look at 2020, it's just an odd year. Obviously we all understand the circumstances that we're in from the COVID standpoint, and I think for us, it's really kind of played into our hands this year a little bit, just because of the experience that we have as a group. My crew chief and engineers and organization, we've all been together going on 7 years now, and we know each other and have a whole lot of confidence in each other as to what each other is doing, whether it's me in the car or my crew chief, Rodney Childers, up on the pit box and making the calls, or the engineering staff putting the setups underneath the car. It's just a group of guys that have been together for a long time, and we've been fortunate to capitalize on fast race cars that they bring to the racetrack with no practice and no qualifying, and take them to victory lane 7 times this year. So it's been a great season, and it's been a great relationship over the last 7 years, and continues to evolve.
You've already won at Darlington this year, Kevin. What do you like about the track?
It's just, for us, it's one of our most historic racetracks. Darlington's been around for 60-some years, and I think as you look at Darlington, it's built around a pond, so it has a really weird corner on one end because they couldn't move the pond, so they had to make one end very narrow, and the other end's a lot more wide open as far as the radius of the corner. And it's the narrowest racetrack that we go to, so it's an oddball shape racetrack that we go to that has a very high tire wear, that goes with that. So from a driver's standpoint, it's very challenging because it's narrow and the car drives different every lap because of the fall off in lap time that you get with the tire wear.
Kevin Harvick here on the Rich Eisen Show. So you're the top seed in these playoffs. Does that change the way that you race? I mean, how does seeding, I guess, factor into how you're going to operate over the next races?
Yeah, so basically what's happened through our first 26 races, you accumulate points that go towards the postseason. So if you won a race, you get 5 playoff points. If you win a stage in the race, you get 1 playoff point. And those accumulate through the regular season to give incentive to guys throughout the year to try to win races and do the things that it takes to accumulate points. Now I get to carry those points into the last 10 weeks of the playoffs, and hopefully we don't have to fall back on those points, but you never know because things tend to get a little bit crazy with the 3 races and then eliminate 4 cars and 3 more races and eliminate 4 cars. So hopefully we can use those bonus points, playoff points that we've accumulated through the year, to be on our side and make it to the championship race in Phoenix.
And what a year, man. I mean, again, not just the wins, the number of wins, but sometimes the manner in which you acquired them. At Michigan, you won both races on a Saturday and a Sunday. The last driver to win NASCAR Cup Series races on consecutive days was Richard Petty in 1971, Kevin. I mean, that is a ridiculous stat that you now are part of. Did you ever think that you'd ever have a stat like that associated with your...
we've done so many things this year that are so out of character from what we would try to do as a sport.
Right.
And, racing races back to back like, they did in the 70s and 60s and 50s and the things that we've been able to do this year. But any time that you have any type of stat that is compared to Richard Petty and Richard Petty alone, that things are going okay. So it's been a great year, but it's also been just a little bit of a trying year in a sense that they don't let us around our pit crew guys, and you can't share those wins with the guys that are in there battling with you every week and trying to be a part of something that you can't be a part of because of the fact that we can't be near each other because of COVID. So it's been a strange year. It's been very successful. Obviously, that helps take a little bit of the awkwardness away from everything that COVID has brought. But in the end, we're able to do our job, and we can't celebrate together, but someday we'll look back on this and talk about everything that we were able to do in 2020 and the way that it changed NASCAR.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.